20 years ago when they were first described, microRNAs seemed a bit of a mystery. And my guest has a commentary in JACC that wonders whether the mystery may be turning into glory. I have the great honor of introducing you to Dr. Luigi Biasucci from Catholic University, Rome, Italy. And we're talking microRNAs. Why should we be excited about this topic?
Well, I think that microRNAs are really an interesting topic in medicine and in cardiology in particular, because they can control and tune the majority of our genes. So it's a very well-tuned system that controls the genes, and many diseases are due to a dysregulation of microRNAs.
Now, the paper that you're commenting on, can you give us a little bit of insight into that?
Yes, that was a very interesting paper, very well designed. There was a very smart idea, taking advantage of the TASH technique, the technique of having alcoholization of the septal in hypertrophic cardiomyopathy in order to reduce the hypertrophy. And in this way, you obtain an artificial myocardial infarction in humans, which is very difficult to obtain otherwise. We have data on microRNAs in rodents. But of course, rodents are different from humans, and the infarction that you get experimentally is different from the true one. This is also not really a true infarction, but it's closer to what is the reality. What they found, and that some of these microRNAs, in particular, microRNA 1, 133A, rise very quickly, only after 15 minutes. Only after 15 minutes from the damage of the septum, and they rise up to 75 minutes, I think, reaching at that point a plateau. So there is a stunning precocity in the release of microRNA that could make microRNAs, this kind of microRNAs, a very useful biomarkers, early biomarkers for MI.
So where are we with the research? How long is it going to take for? I mean, like you say in your commentary, it's turning into glory. How long do we still have to wait?
I hope it would turn in glory, because it may come back in the, in shame in a way, but I think not. I think it's worth to follow. There are several large studies in Europe and in US looking for the utility as biomarkers of microRNAs. I think it takes time, 3 to 4 times probably, before we have solid, strong data. The question also, if you look carefully to the paper, the authors also in a previous paper measured troponin T with the same method, with the same model, and found that also troponin in that model rises within 15 minutes. So the question is, how more sensitive and specific are microRNAs than regular biomarkers? It is also economically and clinically worth to measure. So it depends also on the development of industry, of the analytical method. That is also very important. But there is another side of microRNAs which is not completely considered in the paper, but I think is worth, because they can be used as therapeutic agent. That's really the possible revolution if they work, which is even more important, because you can increase the effective microRNA with the mimics, or you can reduce with the antimer, and you can regulate the genes in the way that you like, the regular RNA. So you can change production of some protein in a way or in another way. There are already data, not in humans, but in rodents, very interesting and different diseases, including heart regeneration. So it looks that it's very promising, but of course that's a very long way. But that could be a revolution also in our not only diagnostic but therapeutical possibility. Now the problem is also that each microRNA has a target to several genes. So the problem is, if I increase that microRNA, I'm not sure if I really target only the genes that I want to target. Maybe I also do something that is wrong in other parts of my organism. So it's a problem that will take time to be really solved. But I think it's extremely worth to pursue this this line of research.
I mean, biomarkers are exciting anyway, and now we've got here a biomarker with therapeutic potential. That is amazing.
Yeah, that would be very important because now we say there is a therapeutic potential because troponin is high. So you have, you take heparin or angioplasty or whatever. No, that would be more. You have that high, so you have that kind of disease, and I can change the course of your disease, modifying your biomarkers. That's extremely exciting, and I think that's the reason why it is so important to follow this line of research and this MicroRNA story.
Well, I think it is exciting, and I think what you need to do is go to the Journal of the American College of Cardiology, find Dr. Biasucci's commentary, and then read the paper that he's talking about, because it's a wonderful field right now. For CardioSource World News at the European Society of Cardiology meeting, I'm Rick McGuire.